So, I have largely been inactive for the better part of a week, due to a weekend trip that I was packing for on Friday, and then I was away Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I only got back today. And so that's basically what this video is going to be. Obviously, since I was packing Friday, I was not able to film Friday, so I had nothing to upload Friday. Saturday and Sunday are usually days that I take off anyway. Was still on my weekend away on Monday, and what I was doing, I was focusing on, and therefore not filming on Monday. The other thing too is that I had a quick look before. The thing that I was going to upload on Monday, I did not film, again, because I was more focusing on the actual event happening than filming the event happening. And, you know, for the full trifecta, I had actually not had my schedule for what I was uploading with me, so I had no idea at all what yesterday's video was supposed to be until this afternoon when I got home. So, to tell you what it was that I was doing, and why the opening of this was literally me passing out, is because I am exhausted. I am going to film a video that was supposed to go up Friday. I will do that tomorrow, as well as tomorrow's video. I will upload both of those tomorrow. I do have them already planned out. I'm tired, and I'm going to be going to bed as soon as I finish this. But I was in Kempsey, which is really only like 2 hours up the road. It's not that much of a drive really, but I was in Kempsey for my best friend's 21st birthday. So let's rewind back to Friday, and I will tell you the story from the beginning. I guess I can kind of make this a story time video. What can I remember from Friday? I was doing laundry and like household chores and stuff to make sure that all of the chores that I would normally have done over the weekend were done while I was away. I cleaned up a good majority of my room. I did a load of washing. I will probably need to do one tomorrow, from all my clothes that I wore away, just so I can properly unpack these bags. Thank you. I don't know if you heard that, but my fragrance thing just did its automatic spray. Yeah, so I was doing a whole bunch of chores Friday, not able to film, not able to edit, not able to upload, and then packing my bag, making sure that I had literally everything that I would possibly need. I ended up taking my camera and my tripod, which I didn't end up needing. I was thinking that maybe I was going to take some like proper photos of the event, but I ended up on babysitting duty instead, which was fine. there was a bunch of young kids running around. I didn't particularly want my equipment getting damaged, so it worked out for the best anyway. The night was still good, etc. So yeah, so that was Friday was the full prep for that. Saturday morning for me began at 7 a.m. I woke up. I was in town, like just here in town, by 8 o'clock. Did park run. Got a new PB. And I think I finished like 6th or 7th. Honestly, I was so exhausted I didn't even look at my number. But I did really well. And I'm hoping to continue improving on that. And that was the first sort of positive for this weekend. This weekend has gone from positive to positive, and I'm hoping that the positive energies continue. I'm trying to be optimistically cautious of them, because yeah, obviously I've got that insecure thing in the back of my mind, thinking like, when's the big thing gonna drop that just, you know, makes me realise why all the good things are happening. Anyway, as soon as that was finished, we went and had coffee. For me, that included having breakfast. By this time it was like 9 o'clock. Got in the car, drove up to Kempsey, got to the place where we were throwing the party by, I think we ended up getting there at 11:10, 11:15, something like that. Might have even been earlier than that. But I do remember being one of the first people there. So that was pretty cool. Helped them sort of finish setting up. It was a surprise party, so I then got to, I then went and like got changed and whatnot. Sort of got into position, and at 12 o'clock, when my best friend opened the door, I will see if I can track down that clip for you guys, and if I can, I will put that right here. Okay, so, that party then went from midday till like, I mean, depending on who you are, 8, 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. I was one of the latter. Myself and 2 of the friends that I've made within this group of people, that my best friend is sort of a member of the friends group there now. 2 of the people that I've made pretty good friends with there, we ended up sitting up and talking, learned quite a bit about these 2 new friends, and yeah, we just had like a mad laugh. We ended up playing a game of Cards Against Humanity. My entire box is still sitting in the bottom of this bag. Where is it? Right there. So yeah, and then yeah, got up the next day. What would the time have been? I think it was about, by the time I like finally woke up, I think it was like 9. So that day I sort of ran on about 6 hours sleep. That sleep, however, I was on an air mattress that had slightly deflated, like only slightly. Not enough for it to be like, oh, there's definitely a leak here. Is there another option? But also just enough that like I got on it and it was comfortable, but by the time I woke up, it felt like it was going to just like spontaneously flip over on top of me. And I think it's slowly deflating, and my constant tossing and turning during the night. Because I think when I'm unconscious, I'm a bit of a restless sleeper. There is that potential. And I think my tossing and turning during the night ended up waking me up because of the low quality of the air mattress. So that sleep was all sorts of fun. Then we had bacon and egg sandwiches for breakfast. I believe this was about 9 o'clock, now that I think about it, because the earlier starters had gotten up with all of the young children that were getting up with the sun in the ungodly hours of the morning. And I think they'd ended up going in, getting like bread and that sort of thing for breakfasts. So by about 9 o'clock we were all having breakfast. I think we had left after everyone else did at around about, I want to say 11. I think we went back to my mate's place. I sort of dropped my stuff off. I set up my room while they put their kids down for like a nap and stuff. And then when the kids got up again, we went to my best friend's fiance's parents' place. And we sort of hung out there, had some, had a coffee, some cake, just sort of had a bit of a chat, helped build some bases for some tanks, and then went home, had dinner, and so that day was about that eventful. What are we up to now? The Monday was then sort of part 2 of that. We went back to the step families, the in-laws, the whatever you want to, however you want to refer to them. We went back to their place. Sort of helped finish off the bases. And then the tanks got delivered. And we helped sort of stack them up. I'm just trying to think if there was anything else that we did of any significance that day. I don't believe so. So that was sort of quiet days. But then today, I got up, had breakfast, while my friend, her fiance took their kids to daycare for family photos. They left the youngest one at daycare, put the eldest one back, and by eldest I mean like 4 years old, also happens to be my godchild, and I was obviously coming home today, so being able to see me off was really nice. Then went grocery shopping with them, and then yeah, went after grocery shopping, then went back to their place, put my godson down for a nap for about an hour, got him up, took me to the train station. Train ended up arriving a half hour late, but within the supposed to be hour and 48 minutes, I think that's what it is exactly. About 2 hour trip. They managed to make up 20 minutes of that, which was good. They were able to actually make the journey a little bit shorter for me. I then had to carry both of these bags around with me from the time my train got in at 10 to 3 until about 20 to 4, so for almost an hour. And when you consider that the vast majority of this bag is quite literally my box of Cards Against Humanity, and that it is, as I'm quite proud of, the entirety of the Australian store. Yeah, this alone is quite heavy. And then I had my pillow, my clothes, my tripod in here, had my camera in here, I had my Switch, I had a whole heap of stuff. It was heavy. And this thing, even though I had the pillow at the top, is not the most comfortable thing to wear as a backpack. So yeah, my shoulders started to ache, and then obviously the strain and the weight being put on them wasn't fun either. So yeah, that happened. But I walked what would it be? Yeah, 2 blocks. I walked the 2 blocks from the train station to sort of like the main mall, shopping centre in town, and just sort of waited in the food court. The only thing I'd eaten pretty much all day was what I'd had for breakfast, and it was now like, 3:30 sort of thing. So yeah, by the time my dad turned up to pick me up, I went and grabbed a feed. I got a kebab and I bought like a bottle of milk, and I ate that sort of on the way home. Got home and got a letter that said that I am cleared to drive again, and for pretty much the rest of the afternoon was sort of celebrating that glorious victory by going for a drive. So to begin with, I'd taken my mother to sort of the next little town over. I can literally walk there in about as long as it takes to drive there. But to clarify, because I understand that seems like I'm walking really fast. To get there, you actually have to go sort of the long way around, whereas there's a walking path that goes the short way. So the distances and the speeds sort of cancel each other out to equal a very similar amount of time. Took her there, went up to a lookout spot, took some, the exact same lookout spot actually that I'd went to in my vlog, which I will link in the description down below if you want to go check that out. Yeah, went up there, took a couple of photos again. There's a couple of Pokemon Go spots up there, like Pokestops in our gym. Caught a couple of Pokemon. Came back home. By that point, my brother wanted to go and get dinner, so we went for a drive, and I decided to go the scenic way. So I went from here down sort of the road that leads to the highway, up the highway to the next exit, which just leads back around sort of like the long way sort of thing into town. Sort of detoured through town. He got his dinner, I got a little something extra to eat. We then picked my mum up from yoga, all came home, and yeah, now here we are, and it is, I just took my watch off, I think it's like 10:30 or something, but like I said, I am going to go to bed. So yeah, so that's all I've got for today. I know it's not as exciting or as interestingly edited as I've shown that I'm capable of in the past couple of weeks. I have been trying to get into the more technical editing side of using my phone as my camera in the past few weeks, because I know once I'm able to start doing that with my camera, that I don't want the transition from one to the other to be jarring. So yeah, but I could not be bothered with that tonight. So yeah, my social media links are in the description down below. Would mean a whole heap if you could go check them out. Probably 1st of November, I'll be starting to re-upload on Tumblr, and then to spend the remainder of October concentrating on October's videos, as well as rereading the story that I have already got there, so I can get back into doing that, as well as focusing a lot more on my studies. I am a little bit behind, if I'm being perfectly honest, so I want to catch up with that a little bit, get myself to where I'm supposed to be at the moment, hell, maybe even try to get ahead. But 1st of November, I will be uploading part 6 of, can't even remember what the story is at the moment. That's how long it's been since I uploaded. I'm doing really shit at it. But yeah, definitely go check out my Tumblr if you want to read some of my creative writing. My Instagram is mainly just my photography stuff. It is a private account, but if you send me a message saying that I sent you, I will add you straight away, and I will potentially also follow back. So I will leave those links in the description down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Wow, I'm just blanking right now, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, until next time guys, night A2. and I'll check you all later. I'm going to bed.